Okay, looks like it was locked in. Even though we did not get the sound.
Well, the self-counter pick for
T1, think about it.
No.
Then they
Faker not in
away.
position, not going to be able to get down here and contest as they have been. If you've had a look at some of the online matches of the LPL, it's been games with like 30 kills on one side.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And that was like a 26-minute game. They have all the fun over there, don't they?
Of course, it was a 26-minute game.
Yeah, something like that. It was just an absolute stomp. 21, I think, is what I saw. Emily Rand tweeting about it this morning. I'm going to go and check that one out as Teddy is just being given all of the time in the world.
Members grouping up here. Looking for a pick.
Yeah, Dreadline is going to land. The ultimate to come through from Irove as he turns up. Can the rest of Griffin actually get in here as Alt has to stopwatch? Does effort in order to get himself out of there as Faker. He's dived in, found Irove down to 300 health. Yukal with the body block as effort tries to get in here. World Ender from Sword, able to get, they want to be able to help this one because so far there is no heal deny on this Griffin squad. And the Mountain Drake is going to be picked up. Yukal in the wrong place this time. First blood goes to Teddy, 8 more kills to go.
Was able to roll it into so many objectives early on.
Yep.
And the enemy team, even though they had Ezreal Yumi, wasn't really able to come back from there. But in this case, T1 are actually likely the Cloud Drake.
Yep, and they are going to siege this one up first as Trouble Bubble goes wide, and the tower is just going to get
those Raptors. They're really alluring. I know for the Cloud Drake fight, and they push them out of lane. T1 getting little wins everywhere, except in the bottom lane. I suppose Sword was able to take down that turret for the side of Griffin, but Faker will be able to answer here.
LeBlanc also loves Cloud Drake, like a lot, because getting that ult's a bit of an LS, right?
Yeah, I'm doing a little bit of
Valdanalis definitely getting that work done. As Iroh going to try and prove you right, but the Cosmic Radiance does come down. Fate's Call going to help out, but it's not really doing enough just yet. Sword coming in for the flank, but he's going to be really late. The turn is so comfortable for T1, as now Kaz buying time with his stopwatch. There's the redemption. The wish comes down as well as Sword has to flash to get out. Faker over the side, doesn't land the chain, but the Dragon will try and kill Sword for him. Oh, effort! Beautiful flash to get forward as Faker locks down the kill. Now Irove in trouble. Just a simple Q is going to do it there as Faker connects the chains to Tarzan. Has to Ragnarok, second kill for Teddy out of those 9 that we're looking for, and I have a feeling that's going to be the second of this team fight as well. Teddy locks down 3 for this game, only 6 more to go as Viper. He is certainly in the sights of Teddy for that 4th option. Now Faker locks him down with the chain, and that is a waste of a stopwatch, my dude. All too easy. Ace comes in, it's a big...
told you so.
Yeah, he did.
It was just a great performance out of Faker throughout this fight. He was so mobile, just all over the enemy team. He started in the back line, and then he circled all the way around. He joined up towards the end to get back onto Sword. A lot of, soft punches thrown early. Stopwatch again, great item. Keeps both of them alive. And then Soraka says, hello, I don't care about your decreased healing. I'm going to keep Kuz alive anyway. Faker's able to get back here, as I mentioned, be mobile onto Sword. Effort sees it, and then the double distortion on 2 people. Easy double kill here for Faker. And from there, it's just 5v3, and not much that Griffin can do, as they tried to get the picks, but when you're up against multiple stopwatches in Soraka, and you're behind in the game, it's not going to work. And now that LeBlanc, that was terrorizing your team, is 2-0-2. Teddy is 4-0-2, which is
700 gold bounty. Maximum gold bounty.
This game is over.
The Ardent Sensor, which would have just buffed Teddy to unbelievable levels, but now going to be able to augment his team. You saw it actually work out very well in that last team fight, and there's the Fate's Call. Griffin going for the desperation engage, but Irove is just going to get obliterated. He's going to buy a little bit of time there as now Faker looking for the backline, and Teddy eviscerates. Good old Tarek, and now Sword does 0 damage. Double kill so far. We're getting very close to those 1,000 kills for Teddy.
3 more.
Kaz will be able to throw that down.
2
Triple
more.
kill. But Teddy is, if he gets the penta right here, that's his 1,000th kill.
Faker.
But Faker says, nope. And he's going to be able to grab Viper there. Denied as 7-0-2 for Teddy. Takes down turrets, takes down inhibitors. And as the Valdanalist said, this will be the game-ending push for T1. Absolute destruction. But honestly, Griffin didn't really do anything to stop what was going on here. These 2 kills are Teddy's 1,000 kills right now as Tarzan gets the chains connected. Teddy grabs it. One more will be 1,000 kills. Get off that fountain, Iroh.
Get in the fountain.
What are you doing? Oh no. 999 for Teddy, but still a brilliant performance from him.
Head fakes.
Wants to take as Gangplank is going to be taken away.
This is a pick that LS has talked about a lot. The gang's still up in this game. It feels like so much has happened that I almost assumed that they should have been down by now, but a lot of that gold is going to go into Viper
before they fall down and deny a lot of these creeps away from Sword by the looks of things, as T1 will be able to answer the outer turret falling on the bottom side. I really hope that Teddy is here for when this turret falls down, because he would really like the local gold, and he does get it there, as you can see.
started.
Well, teleport available for Sword. 5 seconds until that Drake does respawn.
Love Faker's positioning.
Yukal gonna jump on in, but in and out of position. Little moment there as, yeah, Faker waiting in the back of the pit, utilizing these extra brushes that are going to come through. Has to dash his way out and can distort his way back in.
If they noticed the Drake spinning.
Yeah. Well, trouble bubble, not going to land onto Faker, who makes his way back to the pit as well. In goes Iroh, gets the depth charge off, is now Sword, puts someone into the death realm. I believe it was Kaz, is now the bullet time doing a whole bunch of work. Cannon barrage right in there, as now Sword's going to come out of the death realm and might be going into the death chamber as Zoe explodes in the backline. Faker nails it, gets over the wall with a distortion there as well, as T1 still managing to get this one. 1,000 kills for Teddy just before he falls down, and Viper goes gold, and he's trying to get this one, but Canna gets the auto attacks, double kill in the end, and T1 again. And the Rise video definitely shows us that one, as T1 looking to dive a turret. Yukal going to get stunned up. Good night, Sweet Prince. Another assist should be going over to the Gangplank right here, as Teddy gets his 1,001th kill.
He got very, very close, man.
Thank you.
But now the entire why they were able to close that distance.
Fabulous and fast, as Sword has to flash to get out of the way of Fake, but I don't think it's going to be enough. The Ignite comes in. Obliterate is named incorrectly there, as there's the Cannon Barrage. It'll lock it down.
We're going to like an alley-oop, a snipe from downtown. And just like that, the entire feeling of the game is
until Ocean Soul is available for Griffin.
And that could change things here for Griffin.
Well, Tarzan is going to get obliterated. Faker grabs it with the distortion. Now Iroh trying to run away. Gargoyle Stone Plate keeping him alive for a while. Now Effort gets himself the Radiance, and oh no, Iroh didn't want to jump back in there as the bullet time tears him apart. Now Sword puts Teddy in the Death Realm, but I don't know who necessarily wins this fight. Sword does, by the looks of things. Death Grasp grabs the double kill for the Mordekaiser. Is now Canna. He's going to finish that one off. Griffin do find themselves. They're not going to use it just yet. It's going to be a 50-50. There's no Death Realm. Kuz needs to be able to lock this one down. He gets it. And now he has to run away. The teleport to come forward is the Gangplank, doing so much work with that Cannon Barrage. But Viper still chasing after Effort. The Ren damage is very high. Faker as well trying to get in there. Bubble lands onto the LeBlanc, and it is going to be the Pierce that locks down the kill. It's a really scary moment, as now Faker's going to put Sword on a leash. And now Faker's in the Death Realm. Let's see who's going to win this 1v1, as he's just distorting to run around Sword. Yeah, he's going to escape. The Mimic Distortion's going to get him out of there, and now Death Realm is on. This is, yeah,
that's a scary gameplay.
Real scary. Now Kuz is just looking for it. Onto Iroh. Sword is going to put Effort, I believe, into the Death Realm, but he gets himself to be in his Cosmic Radiance and should survive. Iroh trying to flash after Effort, but he's running. He's out of there. Death Charge used on just one lonely support. As now T1 trying to flash in over the top. Death's Grasp not going to find any joy. And yeah, Viper off the wrong side of this fight. The Make It Rain comes down, but the Cannon Barrage didn't actually find.
It's going to be reset.
Yep. Okay, they don't want a 50-50 this one, but T1 are just going to zone them away. They lock down their second Ocean Drake. So real clean stuff here for Canna. Faker also having probably one of his quintessential LeBlanc performances, but He's just always good on LeBlanc. You know, sometimes you get blinded by just how fantastic he is as a player
and
on this particular pick.
This is why some people get tilted when they put him on, you know, tanks or stuff that doesn't carry, because when you see this kind of performance out of Faker, you're like, why would you ever not put him on a LeBlanc or a Zoe or, you know, a playmaking kind of carry-oriented champion? And yeah, I mean, Faker himself, he decided, remember, in this game to stick around the mid lane and try to get a mid lane win rather than, you know, immediately rotating down to the bottom side and doing that. And it was an interesting strategy out of Griffin where they brought the Olaf at level 3 to push the lane and then try to, you know, just really dominate.
Their early game decisions were actually fantastic on Griffin's side, but unfortunately just wasn't enough. MVP was 5 out of 9.
Ooh, so, close. We did it. We did it,
Atlas. If Faker was robbed.
That is T1, a very deserved #1 spot here as...
Yep, man, and Gen G can now even things out. I believe they play tomorrow, but I think that their match is a little bit more difficult. It's versus Afrika. They have APK towards the end of the week, so Gen G, if they can take down a floundering Afrika, then they will be able to once again move towards that top spot, especially if they're able to get a 2-0, giving them the extra 2 points required, and they will be at +9 instead of the +8 T1 has. If it's a 2-1, on the other hand, then they'll only even things out with T1 at the top of the standings, and if Afrika win, T1 remain in first place.
It's a good first match, as you did mention, Gen G versus Afrika. Excited to see if Afrika kind of, you know, woke up after their loss. To KT, and then Hanwha Life up against Dom1. That should be a fun matchup. I feel like a lot of shenanigans can happen in that matchup. So,
yeah, I think
it should be fun.
I think it'll be good to see whether Dom1 can bounce back after their pretty horrendous loss in their last match. I believe it was against Sandbox, 2-0. And Hanwha Life, I liked watching Lava make his way back in. I mean, Vista also played during